Hey, what's up, YouTube family? It's Sarah, and this is week 100 out from VSG, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery, which I had in Mexicali, Mexico on November 30th, 2012 at Mexicali Bariatric with Dr. Aceves. 100 weeks since surgery. That's a long time. That's 700 days. Can't believe it's been that long already. Yeah. Totally crazy. Almost my 2-year surgiversary. I guess since I won't be doing numbers for very much longer, I will say my starting weight was 460, surgery day weight was 420, and last week I weighed in at around 215 pounds, and this week I'm around the same again. Kind of stuck. It doesn't seem to matter what I do, like I said. Although I will say the last week hasn't been my best. I've been eating out a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's never terrible, but I haven't necessarily made the greatest choices, so it is what it is. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I made some kind of downer videos last week, which I always feel bad about, but I also know that there's people out there that, need to hear that stuff. So, I'm going to continue just talking about whatever is going on, and if it happens to be a downer, then it happens to be a downer that week. Look, no more long nails. I actually had them for a while without having them off, and looks like, fingers crossed, I'm going to get the job at Starbucks, and so I'm not actually allowed to have fake nails working there, and also depending on whether I keep the job at Target as well, I thought it would be a lot easier to do without long nails. So for now, no more long nails. Kitty got declawed. I say if I keep the job at Target because I've had a bunch more interviews this week. I have 2 more interviews today, and I have a couple interviews next week already for other types of jobs, more call center based jobs, which I've done before. They pay a little bit more. They're obviously a little less physically demanding. So we'll see. I still would like to maybe do, like, I'd be okay with a call center job and also keeping Target or maybe Starbucks if I get offered that job. It's looking good, but not 100% sure yet. No actual offer on the table, so yeah, we'll see. But lots of work headed my way, which is great. I know it probably seems a little bit weird because clearly these jobs aren't like career jobs for me. I'm a graphic designer, so, I've had people say, well, like, why aren't you looking for a design job? Well, that's a really complicated question to answer. I haven't quite 100% decided how involved I want to be with my business, and so until I do that, I'm holding off on any real career decisions and just looking to work and make some money, and that's kind of what we need right now to do, Sometimes when you make changes, you have to make sacrifices, so that's what I'm doing. I've always been the kind of person who isn't afraid to work hard or whatever. So yeah, but it's a new challenge and a new adventure, and I'm okay with that. So I'm actually looking forward to it. Talk to me in a few months. I mean, I'll feel the same way. So last week's video, I talked about having a lot of issues lately with my appearance and my self-confidence and not liking the way I look and all of that stuff. And that hasn't really changed. I mean, that's still an issue, but I talked through it a bit more with a few people, and I actually talked about it a little bit at the support group meeting that we went to on Saturday. So Chris actually came with me to support group on Saturday, and so I think he'd never been to a support group, so I think he kind of enjoyed it. Ish. And I talked a little bit about my experience at OH, and but I also did talk with the group a little bit about how I'd been feeling. And as I was talking, and I think I've said this before, and this is one reason I like making videos, is sometimes I need to talk things out to figure out what's going on. I'm really good at overthinking things in my own head, but somehow when I actually talk about it, it seems to make me have to kind of, I don't know, crystallize what it is that the issue is, and sometimes it makes me realize what's really going on. And what I realized was that During the weight loss phase, I really looked at myself and compared myself to what I used to think I look like. And I say it that way because I think everybody knows, you know, you don't really necessarily see your true self before weight loss, never mind after. So I was comparing what I saw in the mirror to what I used to see, because that's what I was used to. And so I had a much more positive reaction to that because I realized I was smaller, I looked different. Oh, you know, now I have cheekbones, now I have collarbones, all of these things. You know, my stomach doesn't stick out as far, or it doesn't stick out farther than my boobs, well, all that stuff. And so even though I still had issues in a different way with accepting how I looked and with understanding that that was me in the mirror, I wasn't unhappy necessarily with what I saw. Now I think that being in maintenance, having been, you know, a similar size for quite a long time, I think that I have accepted the way I think I look, and now I'm comparing it to the way I wish I looked or the way I want to look. So instead of comparing from, you know, where I came from, I'm comparing to where I need to get to. The issue with where I need to get to is it's never going to happen on my own. Where I need to get to definitely involves plastics. There is nothing I can do that's going to fix those problems. You know, yes, I can work out more and tone my body. Yes, you know, I could try and lose a bit more weight. But I realize, you know, and I've said before, it's not really the size of my body that I'm unhappy with. I am big. You know, I'm an Amazon. I always will be. I can't change that. You know, it is what it is. But it's the excess skin. It's all of those things that are bothering me. That said, I guess what I've been trying to do is really look at myself and take note of the things that have gotten better. So I mentioned that for my 2-year surgery, so in a month's time, basically, yesterday was my 11-month surgery on the 30th, that I was going to do another body shot just to compare to the one I did, I don't even know how many months ago, like 8 or 9 months ago, just to show how my body had changed with not a huge amount of weight loss, and how the excess skin had changed. But I've definitely noticed things like my face has changed and I'm getting more cheekbony. These are getting a little bit better. My skin doesn't hang on my face as much as it used to. And also this, my neck isn't as flabby as it used to be down here. I still have the like little lines, but I don't have the like huge kind of waddle that I used to have. So those are positive things. And I've been trying to look for those things too, the things that are getting better. But it's a struggle, I won't lie. And again, you know, there's so many things wrapped up in your appearance and your confidence and things that affect that. You know, some of it is external, some of it is internal. So it's not something that's going to get solved overnight. And I appreciate everyone who, you know, kind of gave their suggestions and talked about plastics. You know, I definitely know that would make a big difference. Unfortunately, just due to my situation, all the life changes that have been going on, the plans that I had for plastic have pretty much been completely turned upside down, and I have no idea right now when that's going to happen. I'm very certain it won't happen anytime before the end of 2015, maybe not until 2016, so hopefully sometime in the next 2 years. It's kind of a hard thing to deal with when I was hoping that it would be in the fall or winter of this year, or at least that I would be starting part of that journey. So, but there are more important things for me to deal with. And so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to stop saying because I'm saying a lot in this video. Yeah. Wow, I'm almost at 10 minutes. I feel like I haven't talked about anything. Go figure. So I actually don't have a whole lot more to talk about this week, so I'm just going to leave it at that. That's my kind of boring update. But what I am going to do right now is film a video for Back to Basics. I am doing a kind of fill-in guest role as a Back to Basics vlogger, and my first video is going to be tomorrow, Saturday, and the topic this week is your goals for the last 2 months of the year and how you plan on achieving them. So I'm going to actually make that video right now, so watch for it on the Back to Basics channel tomorrow, and I will try and go back and put a link in this video once that video is uploaded. So yeah, I will see you guys next week for week 101. Have a happy Halloween, and I will see you guys soon. Always remember, it's not just about what you've lost, it's about what you've gained. Have a great weekend.